Don't forget to stock up before...
Oh. Don't worry, I stocked up already. The Ridge.
Have you just polished that armor with it?
Of course.
Isn't that a little...
Wait.
What?
Nothing.
Out with it, woman.
Forget I said anything. You look very dignified.
Thank you.
And shiny. Very shiny.
Hey guys.
Little Huntress, you called, so here I am.
Ready to fight?
Fight? I thought you just wanted tea and conversation. Is there a battle coming? I wasn't informed.
Well, that can't be true. You're always informed.
Ah, so I am. We've only met a few times, and yet you know me so well.
I don't think I know you at all. But I'd like to.
When I hear that line, it usually means something else.
Oh my.
Can I tell you a secret?
Of course.
I've been waiting for this fight my whole life. The enemy we face today is the same that turned Meridian into a slave pit and Sunfall into a bloodbath. Fanatics who torture and murder mothers, fathers, families, children, and say it's the will of the sun. I hate them, Aloy. I've got the scars of their whips on my back to prove it. And today, we can get rid of them once and for all. I said I came for you, but that was only half the truth. I came for them. This time, they're not getting away.
I'm with you, Vanasha. We'll fight them together.
And I won't forget it, little Huntress. Tomorrow, may the sun rise in a better world.
Always the ones you least expect.
Very... me. I was kind of just born into this whole thing, and I'm fairly young, judging by the average age of the people around here. So I don't really hold that same kind of grudge against everybody and whatever. And these people have been fighting it their whole lives. What about you, Uthid?
Aloy?
At ease, Uthid. Meridian will be glad to have you on its side. And I am too.
The honor is mine. You saved my epitaph from being a fine soldier but a fool of a man.
I'm hoping you won't need any kind of epitaph just yet.
As the sun wills. When you found me, I was trying to eke out a glorious death. But now, a glorious life seems more preferable. To watch Edelman play in the low gardens again. Still surrounded by a dozen guards, but... what you did, Aloy, it was done well. Although, I can't shake this road, Vanasha. She delights in goading me. Like brazen colors waved before a behemoth.
Do you want me to ask her to stop?
No. I accept it. Well then. Meridian shall stand and shadow shall fall. I swear it.
Here's to that, Uthid.
Oh, cute little salute there. What do you mean, do you want me to ask her to stop? It's not like she'll listen to you. By the way, I have a very big complaint here. Why are they hiding Vanasha's six-pack? Unacceptable. Unacceptable. Okay, who else is here? Oh, Petra!
Petra!
Here she is, the guest of honor. I knew there was something about you. Hammered from the stuff they make leaders out of. And I don't say that to every Nora girl who blows through my town.
That happens to you a lot?
Had to build a wall to fend them off.
Good thing I'm persistent then.
I've missed our little talks. Murad asked me to look over the city arsenal. These guns have aged well. That runs in the Osram, no? They were the pride of the Mainspring Forges. So I've taken greater pride in improving them.
Can I try one?
Everybody wants a turn.
Yes!
Have at it then. The targets should put up a little less of a fight than those bandit raiders did.
So apparently the last time I used this, I was just... It had some sort of auto-reload thing that I just wasn't aware of. And, okay. If I hold that, I load ammo. If I release it, I fire. Where is the ammo? Oh, it's right here. I'm not gonna accidentally kill somebody like this, right? Just the targets?
It hits nice and wide. No need to aim it like a bow.
Okay.
Range is good. Try the next.
Whoa, look at the air around it. So if I move away from the pile, can I not do that anymore? Oops. How come I can't get that? Is that not gonna fall? It's just not falling at all.
See? That'll knock a machine on its ass, ancient or no. With these, I think we could hold off an army.
Well, I hope you have more than one of them, because I feel like one is not enough. And you're on quite low ground here. I think you should switch spots. No, that's actually the same height. Oh, who is that? Who is that? My friend, apparently. Let's fire off irresponsibly into the... into the horizon. Okay,
Keep quiet now.
I've had my fun with this. Thank you, Petra. Thank you.
You know that I appreciate your help, Petra. This battle, I don't know what's gonna happen.
We'll see each other again, I know it. Next time could be the time I'll convince you to stick with the free heap.
Petra, you know
I do. Always had a weakness for restless girls, though.
Aww. We've actually made quite a few, dare I say it, friends along the way. Even if Aloy's situation is really special and not many people can... Oh my god. Oh my god. Why are you here? Anyway, even if Aloy's situation is very special and not many people can understand her, I think she should be happy that there are people around in this world that she can talk to at least.
Isn't that him? From the Battle of the Dawn?
Can be. Cinnabar Sands was before that, and there were no survivors.
Well, I don't like to boast.
Oh,
You
son, keep the shadow from falling upon me.
You guys, if you want to gossip, don't do it so close to the person. Hello, Nil.
Nil?
Aloy. They told me your name. I said hair like a splash of blood, tenacious as a scrapper's jaws.
Did I never tell him my name?
I've thought about what you said. Every time, the wound you gave me caught on my ribs.
But I didn't wound you.
With words.
Not by metal. Still, I forgive. A duel is such a fleeting joy. If one of us had ended the other, we'd have missed all this. The weight before blood is shed, like the scrape of a blade across your teeth.
Nil, you're making it difficult to be glad to see you. But you're needed. The battle will be hard.
Hard? I was assured the odds would be near impossible.
And you signed up anyway?
Impossible odds, fine company, killing without consequence. How could I resist?
Throughout our journey, we've really met quite a number of interesting characters. Let's leave it at that. Is there anybody else around here that we're looking to talk to? We haven't met any of the people. Wait. Oh, okay. Yeah, so earlier I was wanting the Osram cannon to be put up there because I feel like...
How many men do you think you'll kill in the battle, Luthid?
As many as I have to.
I love it when you say things like that. It's so
What?
cheerful.
I like this woman. She's hilarious. Oh my god. Anyway. It looks like we have more people here. Somebody we haven't seen in a long while.
Nakoa, you came to fight.
How could I not? During the Red Raids, there was only one Karja Butcher the Nora feared more than Zaid.
Helis.
I would stand against any army he leads, no matter how strong. For the Nora he terrorized, for myself, and for my father.
We'll stop him. You have my word.
Your word means a lot, especially now. Because of you, I hear the sacred land is opened. If we win, I can go home. It'll be good to see Jan again. I'm with you, Aloy. Until the end.
A lot of the things that we did throughout these lands, it felt like useless, random errands, but to see it all come back together like this, we did something for somebody. We did a favor for them, and now they're repaying the favor. It's quite nice to see.
Geneva, they called you back to duty.
So, you're the one behind all this commotion? Who made Sun King Avad finally show his sword arm from behind those robes?
A king can be fierce and fair, Geneva. He's a good man.
A smart man, too. He had Murad offer all my prisoners a royal pardon if they'd fight for Meridian. The whole motley lot of them agreed. Didn't take much convincing.
With your kind of convincing, I don't doubt it.
Ha! This time I went easy on them. Those who commit the crime of attacking Meridian, they'll see less of my lenient side. May the sun blaze at your back, Aloy.
That's a nice spear, Uthid.
Thank you.
I like the way you grip it.
Enough, woman.
Is that your spear, or are you just happy to see me? Ah, more people here too.
You're the hunter from the Banuk Grove.
I remember you also, Nora.
Oh.
The machines shook free of their slumber after you arrived. Raged and fought.
That wasn't my fault.
No, I'm thanking you. That night, I decided I would not go back to Banur. I would take my hunt into these lands. So many machines, even demons. Spidery, skittering, without the blue light in them. Dead things that must be killed again.
Our enemies dug up an army of them.
An army. Yes, that's why I came. Good. I'll wait.
I remember this woman. I remember her name. When we were at the Banuk camp, this woman kept talking and the subtitles kept showing up and I was like, who the hell is Aluki? I don't think we've actually talked to her directly before, but I'm very glad she came for me anyway.
Color's changing. Sun's going down.
But it'll rise again.
Elita, I'm pleased to see you, but what are you doing here?
I'm helping prepare for the battle. If Atral were here, we would have fought together. I know it. So I'm doing everything I can. Digging battlements, collecting herbs. Anything that makes a difference. I can't take his place. Nothing can take his place. But I'm here for him. For both of us.
I understand what it was he saw in you.
He'll always be with me. Sun and shadow still meet for a moment. Every dawn and dusk. I should give you this. To help in the battle.
Oh.
By the sun, I hope you don't need it.
Thank you, Elita. Be safe.
Not what I imagined.
Oh, thank you. I really don't need it, but thank you nonetheless. Yeah, I'm almost a little bit surprised they didn't throw in something cliche in here, like, oh, she actually is bearing his child right now, and she's doing all of this so she can create a future for their child together.
I told you I'd be here.
Hey!
You did, Teb. But have your wounds even had time to heal?
Honestly, if I fought, I'd probably come undone. But don't worry. I'll leave that to the other Nora at the Spire. I brought supplies instead. These Karja have made me an honorary quartermaster, whatever that means.
Wow.
It sounds impressive.
I could get used to it. We'll be setting up caches of arms and medicine under these banners. Look for them when the fighting starts. Aloy, when you went into the mountain, did the goddess tell you our chances?
She didn't need to. I know we can do this, Teb.
Maybe we can.
Watch out for the Oseram
Those are leadership
soon
skills.
teach you his look at you.
Never showing uneasiness in front of your subordinates, so to say.
What reason do Oseram need for...
It keeps showing me this, but I've already... Oh, this is a different one. Okay. Wait, I thought that was the... Oh. Well, okay. Halloween. Travis came by trick-or-treating, dressed up like me. Should have seen that one coming. I gave him a half-eaten packet of Danny wafers as a treat and kicked him out, but not before he invited me to some kind of Italian horror extravaganza he organized for ZD staff. Seriously. As though there isn't enough horror in the world already. Anyway, I was already scheduled to fly out here to G Prime for the final inspections with Harris and the president's delegation. Ted was here too, and he was not looking good. Kept fidgeting and couldn't seem to look me in the eye without blinking. I was relieved when he boarded his vert and flew back to Thebes. Gag. Oh, why is she gagging? Though I guess I shouldn't complain. If he wants to build himself a deluxe shelter to ride out the apocalypse, let him. Keeps him out of Elysium and away from me. Seriously? He built himself a better shelter because he's too good for you guys. Oh my freaking lord. Wait, this actually raises some interesting questions that I haven't thought about before though. The president. What happens to the leading figures of each country? Like, I assume that they would have some sort of special arrangement to protect those people, especially someone like the President of the United States. But they've not really made any mention of what happened to those people here. I don't imagine that they would randomly just die off like everyone else, right? That seems a bit... Harry stuck around long enough to give me a detailed briefing on the strategic situation. Basically, we've entered the terminal phase, as though the color of the sky when I was flying over here wasn't clue enough. Another 2 or 3 weeks, and the atmosphere won't be breathable. The last vestiges of European and West African civ brigades are trapped with their backs against the Atlantic. The swarm that scuttled across Antarctica is crossing the Straits of Magellan, about to start its death crawl up South America toward the Amazon. All the work we did to reconstitute the rainforest, and it comes to this. Oh yeah, remember how Elizabeth is focused on those environmental things, so those things hit her particularly hard. And advanced elements of the Pacific swarms are already skirmishing with units on the Calamar seawall. The news is tightening. Projections show we can still finish in time, but the margin for error is plus or minus 10 days. Not a good spread. If the plague breaks through ahead of schedule, well, it just can't. I won't let that happen. Enough writing. I need to get back to Zero Dawn. Are the repairs actually adding new logs into my thing? Because these ones are still damaged, but then I don't... Because I thought we still had a few that we didn't pick up. Like there were still a few blank spaces earlier.
Anything that they do.
Whatever. So what arms am I looking for again? This one right here for supplies? The blue banner? Okay. Thanks, Ted. Or Teb. Jesus, not Ted.
This place really couldn't be more different to the sacred land, could it?
It's your first time out. Well, enjoy the view. You guys got anything else to say?
I only fight when I have to.
The Sun King's
but by the time I have to, I usually want to. I've put something special on the tips of my arrows for the eclipse. It's too bad Bahavas isn't here to see his little friends crushed. I only fight when I have to. But by the time I have to, I usually want to.
The sun is my armor. This other armor I wear is a safeguard.
Wow. Badass.
Always for a Sun King. Always for Meridian.
The right Sun King this time.
Every battle we hope to make the last. For the other side. The sun is my armor. This other armor I wear is a safeguard.
It's nighttime already. Okay. Well, I think that means we should head off into the spire. Is it a walkable distance, or should I just fast travel there?
My mind's full
200
of
steps?
all the things I have to do, which means I need to take a moment.
Have I ever seen this area before? I don't think I ever looked at the village too closely.
Sitting well with me.
Got some boats here. No data points in the boats or anything like that. Is that new? That's Halloween again. Why does it keep telling me it more than once? It's so strange. I don't know what's happening.
A friend in the guard.
Not too much here.
Nothing like taking
Wow, that's like a
breath
mini
on
spire.
long day.
What's going on there? And there's the actual spire. Okay. For the first time in the history of history, I'm gonna see the spire. Exciting! But also not, because we'll have to fight here and defend it properly without dying, hopefully.
Hardy little plant. He'll help.
So it's up over there. How do I actually get up? Oh, maybe if I just walk around here. Seems promising. Yay, I found the road this time, and it only took 5 seconds. I can go up, or can I just walk around? Yep, that's a thing too. Ooh. Long way up. What is kind of interesting though is that this spire. Oh, this spire seems to be on higher ground than everything else around it, right? And then everything else is so low, like the elevation. So I wonder how that formed geographically. 'Cause it just seems kind of strange that everything else is so much lower. My hawk!
Talana, why are you here?
I'm your hawk. Where else would I be?
Defending Meridian with Avad?
I leave that to the rest of the lodge. I will not stand aside while one of mine fights alone. Not again.
Are you sure you...
You're risking your life for all of us. You can't ask me to stand by and watch. Not when I have the power to change it.
Then I won't ask you.
It's settled. I will fight by your side. My only request...
Name it.
Leave the biggest machine for me.
No promises.
You already got the red maw. Come on. Throw me a bone here. Oh, there's a nice little courtyard thing down there. There's Talana. This is what we're fighting for. This land. Are we just gonna let Hades take it? No! We're gonna fight to make sure that doesn't happen.
It rises taller than the highest tree.
These cards are in their frilled armor look like turkeys.
But there are so many. And now we are so few.
They are not our foe. Not this time.
Quiet now. She comes.
The Anointed.
Hello, Sona.
War Chief Sona. War Chief, you seem uncomfortable.
The Nora do not belong here. I do not belong here. I will fight the metal devil that threatens us all, but my place is in the sacred land. The wrongness here jags at me like an arrowhead.
I'm sorry to put you through this.
Do not be sorry. This will be ended. My spear, my word. The Carja do not impress me. To build so tall is to invite the fate of the ancients.
Oh. Is that why the Nora refused to build tall buildings and stuff? Oh. Why do you think that invites the fates of the ancients, though? Building tall. Interesting. This is, Varl.
Greetings, Aloy. Don't. You don't need to bow. The Anointed doesn't like it.
She doesn't much like being called Anointed, either. It means a lot to have you here, Varl.
I gave my word.
So, Meridian, what do you think?
I've seen many new things since I first met you. I should thank you.
For all what's wrong.
You really want to know? All right. I'm in a foreign land, a tainted land, defending a faithless city that looks like nothing I've seen. From something I can't imagine. And you, after all that's happened, all you've done, I feel like I should drop to my knees and worship you, but I know you don't want that.
Boy, things are pretty tough for you, huh? Thanks for telling the other Nora not to bow. It's the last thing I need.
Don't be too hard on them. They only joined this fight because the Anointed bid it so.
Is that why you came?
No. I would have come just to see you one more time.
Aww.
And we must fight a metal devil, because the goddess says. Or because you say.
I think the goddess and I are in agreement. We're both glad you're here.
So am I.
Oh, this is really cute.
Your friend, the Vanguard, keeps looking over.
The Vanguard? Who's the Vanguard?
Up here, I'm not sure if the world has grown bigger or I've grown smaller. I apologize for the war chief. She is hating this.
Well, you guys have lived all your life in the Sacred Lands. To go to a new place, not to just take in the sights, but you have to fight for this place now. It is kind of hard to handle. Did I talk to Sona? Wait, where is she again? Who is he talking about when he says the Vanguard?
We will stand tall, for we are the strength of the Nora.
But you won't build tall? Okay.
Your fight is ours. You know it to be so. The Karja do not impress me. To build so tall is to invite the fate of the ancients.
It's good though. These Nora are, they're leaving their lands for the first time, getting a view of the whole new world, a new fantastic point of view. What is this? Ah, the Vanguard. Hello, errand?
So who are these guys?
They call themselves the Eclipse.
What does that even mean?
It's when the moon gets in front of the sun, idiot.
Is that supposed to sound scary or something?
I don't know. They used to be Karja, and Karja are always yammering about sun and shade.
Well, if they used to be Karja, how tough can they be?
Oh!
Yeah, they're best guys, just like birds. We'll rip their little feathers off.
Let's not get cocky, boys.
It's amazing that we can actually get all these tribes to cooperate here.
Aloy. So here we are again, gearing up for a fight. Only this time it sounds like the bad guys have a lot more firepower. What are we up against, really?
I'm not sure. But there's gonna be a lot of them, and they'll have machines. And if they get past us, it's not just Meridian that will fall. The rest of the world will go with it.
Well, that's big. It sounds like our kind of fight. Right, guys? Well, where do they put the Vanguard?
In front.
At the front of the line!
Yeah!
And why?
Steel before iron!
Yeah!
And what are we gonna do?
Hit them like a hammer till they can't hit back!
Damn right! You hear that? Nobody's getting past the Vanguard. We're here for Meridian. And we're here for you.
Thank you, Erend. Ursa would be proud.
Well, only if we win.
Well, then we'll just have to make that happen then, won't we? There's gotta be a few more people here, right? It feels like there hasn't... Oh. January 15th, 2066. Such a close thing. It's been, what, 43 hours since Harris warned me? Set collapse of the eastern line was imminent, swarms launching some kind of pincer maneuver versus the Wichita salient. 5 or 6 days more and I think Gaia could have launched without our help. I really do. We had to scramble. ZD became a madhouse. Absolute bedlam. Every team rushing to stabilize code and lock it down as Gammas got evacuated, then Betas. Gamma? That's what Ted was part of, right? His permissions weren't that high up. Once Gaia was on her way, I gathered the alphas together to give them the bad news. Felt like I was going to throw up, but they already knew, of course. They knew the work wasn't really finished. Close, but not quite there. Still tests to run, kinks to smooth, work to do. So they accepted it. No Elysium for us. We'll spend the rest of our lives here, testing and polishing each subordinate function to perfection. Oh, and that's why they were at Gaia Prime and not Elysium. Guess that's what you get when you recruit a bunch of obsessive perfectionists. Managed to not cry until I got back to my office. Oh. I don't even know if Elizabeth had people she wanted to be with at the Elysium, but... Even if you don't, it's disappointing that you don't get that last relief. Because the plan is you finish your crap, and you get to just hang out in the bunker for... ever. Until you die. It's kind of hard because the moment you start to think about what's happening outside, I think you would want to throw up or something. But still, there was supposed to be a false paradise here. So here we are, setting up Gaia Prime. And yeah, such a close thing. Makes me feel nauseated all over again when I contemplate how the fate of life could hinge on coincidence. If I'd never proposed a Lightkeeper protocol, there would never have been living spaces constructed here. If I'd abandoned the protocol sooner, the necessary life support systems would never have been installed. If. At least we won't have to endure the creepiness of raising and training clones of ourselves. Okay. The genetic material was never processed out of the cradle sites, so it's not even possible. For which I'm glad. I really wouldn't want to spend time around a young Travis Tate, raised by Travis Tate. No. It'll be up to us to perfect Gaia, one generation only. Update. That was General Harris. The salient has collapsed. While she was writing this. USRC expects to be overrun in 2 days, which gives us 72 hours at best to lock down and seal up. Buried alive, for life's sake. Or, for life's sake, you know, more positive way to say it. Because of life, for life. I'll go tell the others. So they locked down 3 days from here, which means this date is pretty close to when Elizabeth... Well, we don't know what happened to her after she was outside, but it's pretty close to this date, somewhere in January, I would assume. Damn. Are these ones repaired yet? It's taking forever. Yeah, so this filled up now. But then these ones, I guess I'll just have to wait for them. Namen.
I hope we fight soon. My armor's getting itchy.
There's gotta be people around here. We haven't seen that many people. Varl. Sona.
Check your gear twice. Then once more.
O great sun, how does your gaze fall? In approval or approach? Turn our heads with your daily pilgrimage, from the east where we came, to the west where only you may go. You grant cold metal the warmth of life, and let the machines bask in your great shining. For you, the shadows shrink and part and gather again only at your allowance without form. Your eyes, the day, your ears, the priests, your lips, the radiant Sun King, as there was before and will be again, your light.
This is the priest. Yep. We are now so close to the spire that I can't see it. I can't see it fully. And as expected, it's made of metal. That is definitely metal.
Naman. I should have known if there was going to be a Sun Priest here, it would be you.
And if the Sun King had allowed outlanders to set foot upon the light, this Aloy could only be you. I wish the circumstances were different, or that the Psalms of the Sun could give you peace of mind. But if you'll allow me one pontification...
Go ahead.
You've shown strength and compassion. Our enemy's only a desperate hate. Both sides claim the blessing of the sun, but the sun that I pray to, it would bestow it upon yours.
You know, Naman, I'm already under some pretty heavy divine pressure, but I'll try to live up to it.
The tribes united against Shadow. How could that not be the sun's will?
Damn, dude. I already have my own all-mother to care about. And I still have to care about your sun and Shadow? You cut me some slack. That's right, though. This is a... For Aloy, this is about whether life goes extinct or not in the future. But for the Karjans, it's a sun versus sun thing. Well, sun versus buried shadow, of course, I guess. Shadow Karja versus sun Karja. There's, at the minimum, 2 different sides going on here right now. Vertical structure of unknown origin. Advanced metamaterial construction. We can't go in or anything. It's just kind of sitting here. Broadcasting its stuff. It doesn't seem like there's anyone else here. I think that's it. So this is the spire. There's actually not too much here. It's just a little, I don't know, a praying spot to be close to the spire. Fair enough. I'm wondering if we can get around here. Ooh, okay, this seems a bit... Okay, not a good idea. Not a good idea. Alright. But we can look around here. Because if we don't, we're never gonna get another chance to. Some general areas. It seems pretty peaceful here, which I like. Oh! See, this is why I don't trust those ropes. They're not to be trusted. Okay. It's probably a little bit too far for me to walk back, so maybe this time I will fast travel. And I should decide on what I actually want to use, which outfit for the battle. I think I'm gonna go back to the Oseram one. Not the jangly one, the other one, because I actually quite like that one. But anyway, let's get back first.